Welcome to the 59th episode of Kanga Crypto News, your go-to source for fast and trustworthy updates in the world of crypto. My name is Kuba, and I'm bringing you the latest and most important stories. As always, later in the episode, I will go over the rules of our competition where you can win some KNG tokens, and I'll also reveal the winner from our last week's round. But before we proceed, please remember that all the information in Kanga Crypto News is carefully compiled by our expert Kanga analysts using reliable sources only. Please note, however, that this is not an investment advice. New episodes of Kanga Crypto News are released every Friday. If you want to stay informed about the most crucial developments in the crypto world, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an important update. The US Federal Reserve has kept interest rates steady at 4.25 to 4.5% following its May meeting, resisting pressure from President Trump to lower them. Despite declining inflation and solid job growth, 177,000 new jobs in April alone, the Fed cited elevated inflation and risks for Trump's tariffs as reasons to wait. Fed Chair Jerome Powell emphasized a cautious approach, saying uncertainty demands patience. Traders still expect 3 rate cuts this year, with the first likely in July. Meanwhile, China is easing monetary policy, injecting $139 billion in liquidity and cutting key rates, signaling global divergence in fiscal strategies. MicroStrategy will publish a Bitcoin standard model to guide corporate treasuries in BTC adoption. CEO Phong Le announced the open source model during a keynote aiming to modernize corporate finance for the Bitcoin era. The firm now holds 555,450 Bitcoins after acquiring another 1,895 Bitcoins. Bernstein projects $330 billion in corporate Bitcoin inflows by 2029, partially due to the MicroStrategy's influence. Japan's firm Metaplanet has also joined the trend, holding over 5,000 Bitcoins, while Strive Asset Management is launching a Bitcoin treasury company, signaling growing corporate interest in digital assets. President Donald Trump reaffirmed his commitment to high tariffs on Chinese goods, maintaining a 20% base rate plus 125% on many products. Despite upcoming US-China trade talks on May 10th in Switzerland, Trump has shown no intention to adjust tariffs. Meanwhile, countries like India and Malaysia are seeking separate tariff concessions with the US. India is pushing for zero tariffs and on pharmaceuticals and auto parts with reciprocal expectations. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent confirmed the Switzerland talks but clarified they're only the beginning of discussions. Donald Trump and the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced a landmark US-UK trade agreement. The deal includes lower US tariffs on UK cars and beef and increased UK market access for American goods. The UK also plans to purchase $10 billion in Boeing aircrafts. The announcement sparked a crypto market rally, pushing the Bitcoin koers past 100,000 for the first time since February. Analysts predict the BTC price could soon reach around 118K or even 130K, fueled by the trade optimism and reduced market uncertainty. The SEC has requested that Judge Alyssa Torres approve a settlement in its long-running XRP case, including dissolving an injunction and releasing $125 million from escrow. Ripple would receive $75 million, while the SEC would take $50 million. If the court grants the motion, both parties will formally withdraw their appeals. The XRP jumped over 8% to 228 in response. Analyst Cassie Trades noted a breakout above 2.25 could trigger a further rally. Though technical indicators remain inconclusive, market sentiment is bullish as a legal resolution appears near. Coinbase now offers 24/7 futures trading with Bitcoin and Ethereum via its CFTC-regulated platform, Coinbase Derivatives. The move gives US traders round-the-clock access with clearing handled by Nodal Clear and liquidity from firms like Virtue. The launch coincides with a strong crypto rally, with the Bitcoin price surpassing $103,000 and Ethereum rising over 12% to 2,300. Coinbase is also negotiating a $2.9 billion deal acquisition of Deribit to expand into options trading. Internal SEC documents revealed through FOIA suggest regulatory inconsistency, reinforcing Coinbase's push for clarity. UFC legend and Irish presidential hopeful Conor McGregor is advocating for a strategic Bitcoin reserve in Ireland and will meet with El Salvador's president Nayib Bukele to discuss the idea. The meeting will take place at the Bitcoin Nation-State Summit. McGregor believes Bitcoin can restore financial power to citizens and is also exploring broader crypto use in governance. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson expressed interest in a dialogue, and speculation is growing about McGregor building a digital asset stockpile. His renewed crypto stance follows a recent rise in the Bitcoin price. Strategy acquired 13,390 Bitcoins for $1.34 billion, raising its total holdings to 568,840, worth over $50 billion now. The average acquisition price is around $69,000 per Bitcoin. Despite ongoing concerns over the company's financial health, including $84 billion in planned stock offerings and heavy debt, but Bitcoin's price rally to 105K has boosted confidence. CEO Michael Saylor insists their approach is long-term, even as critics highlight strategy's dependency on Bitcoin and lack of profitability in other areas. The company's purchases remain a key market signal. The new SEC chair, Chair Atkins, has pledged a radical regulatory overhaul to support the crypto industry. In a speech, Atkins criticized his predecessor's enforcement-first approach and outlined plans to create clearer rules on token issuance, custody, and trading. He emphasized collaboration with Congress and the Trump administration to make the U.S. a global crypto leader. Crypto Task Force head Hester Peirce echoed support for the agenda. Atkins's comments mark a shift towards accommodating innovation and aligning SEC actions with the broader pro-crypto sense of the Trump administration. VanEck has launched the V-Bill, a tokenized U.S. Treasury fund on Solana, Ethereum, BNB Chain, and Avalanche. Partnering with Securitize and leveraging Wormhole for cross-chain interoperability, the fund provides real-time access, liquidity, and transparency in cash management. It's seen as a blockchain-native alternative to money market funds. V-Bill's launch aligns with VanEck's BNB ETF filings and broader efforts to tokenize real-world assets. Securitize highlighted the collaboration as a milestone for institutional adoption and efficiency in digital finance, signaling the growing convergence of traditional assets and blockchain technology. That's all for the latest Kanga Crypto news, but before we wrap up, there is one more important announcement: our competition. So here's the results of our last week competition. We do not have a winner. However, don't worry, all the tokens that you could have won this week are going to be available in the next pool, so you make sure to participate. So, do you want to be the next winner? Here's how. Predict the Ethereum to USDT value that will appear on our exchange at 9 a.m. Central European Time on the day of the next Kanga Crypto News episode, every Friday. You can find the market link in the description below. So, submit your predictions in the following format: #Kanga Crypto News, the next episode number followed by your predicted value. To win, your guess must be the closest to the actual Ethereum value, but it cannot differ by more than 10 USDT in either direction. Does 10 USDT seem like a small margin to you? Well, you can increase it to 20 USDT if you leave an additional comment under the video that's unrelated to the contest. You can write anything you like for example, comment on any of the news. That's why you're here, right? That's why you're here. Every week, the winner will receive prize pool in KNG tokens equivalent to 10% of the likes on the latest Kanga Crypto News episode, plus any rollover KNG tokens from the previous competitions that have not had a winner. That's all free money, guys. Free money, free tokens. You want that? All you need to do is write a comment with your prediction and you can win. For more details, check the description below. KNG tokens. So, did you enjoy the video? Give us the thumbs up, share, and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest news. As always, stay informed and stay ahead in the blockchain world. See you next time.
We are Kanga, beyond crypto.